Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? Welcome to CAFO Day! Whatever
it is.
We are here today getting ready for some fun.
I know. We have an awesome new adventure that we're bringing on to you. So instead of doing some fun science labs in the classroom, we are sending it home so that you guys get to enjoy.
To you.
So you guys all are going to get a bag of goodies.
Don't need it.
Today. That is part of your science project. So we want you to make sure that you guys are not eating it. That's the big thing.
Yeah, it's not to eat.
So in your bag of goodies, you get a Frisbee and some gloves and some skewers and some papers. The top of the paper says, do not eat. That is because this is an owl pellet. An owl pellet is not poop from an owl.
No.
Okay, an owl pellet is the undigested things that an owl eats. So an owl will eat a whole mouse or a whole rabbit or shrew or bigger things.
Or even just parts.
Yeah, and it will digest the meat and things that that make it function and give it energy, but it spits back out the bones. So in these pellets, an owl pellet is when it spits back out the bones. So
it's kind of like a hairball with a cat.
Yeah.
There's your connection, friends.
So
Makes
these
that
are
much cooler.
super cool, and we are really sad that we don't get to watch you do this because this is one of our favorite things to do at the end of the year as a whole grade. And we normally cover the whole pod, and everybody gets to dissect together and gets to try. The goal that we always try to happen is to come up with a whole skeleton of an animal and figure out which animal it is, which is really cool.
So cool.
Yep. So your first paper tells you exactly what you're doing. The orange paper tells you exactly what you're doing for this. Make sure you wear gloves. Okay. These are sanitized. We did purchase them. They've been chemically, I'm sure, sanitized, so they're not from your barn. So if you do have owl pellets, don't necessarily go out in your barn and go pick them up.
You can, if you have gloves, go get them, but then you have to wrap them in foil and cook them in the oven, I want to say, for like an hour.
And you need to Google those instructions.
Yes.
And make sure you double check with your mom.
Yeah, before you stick owl vomit in her oven.
Good idea.
Good thinking.
Or on a tray.
The blue paper is actually going to be your assignment. That's what your assignment is for today. And really, it's anytime this weekend to try to get it done. So, and if you have little siblings or parents, sometimes this is a cool activity to have everybody do. But this gives you some information. You first are going to measure your owl pellet and find out some signs about what it looks like as soon as you open it up. And then you're going to write down the things that you find and fill out your analysis of what you figured out.
Hold on.
Yes.
Can I have my gloves on, be touching my owl pellet and my pencil, and be filling this out?
Probably not.
Yes. Well, you'll have to.
Cross-contamination.
Gross.
But dissect
Describe.
your owl pellet first, and then you'll be good. The white paper is going to be a diagram of the skeleton's bones. So as you find these bones, you're going to compare it to what it is. So
It'll tell you what it is. So you'll like match whatever bone you find in here. You'll match it to the picture here, and then you'll know what you have.
So, okay, we gave you a Frisbee, and that Frisbee is so that you don't have to use anything else in your mom's kitchen for this owl pellet. So if you want to throw it away at the end, you can, or you can go out and sanitize it and super wash it, and then you can go out and play Frisbee outside. But that's what the Frisbee's for. So the Frisbee's used as your plate. So the first thing that you're going to do is unwrap your foil.
Hold on, you gotta put your gloves on.
First thing you're going to do is put on your gloves. Nelson's going to demonstrate.
This short one is for your thumb. Stick your little hand in, pull it all the way up. Oh, look how nice and fancy. Thank you, Mr. Silverwood.
Mr.
Yes,
Silverwood's awesome.
thank you.
And we're so grateful for him.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay. Mrs. Drake's going to open it up. Okay, when you're opening it up,
It's like Christmas. I know.
you need to be very careful because the foil is wrapped around it really tightly, and so you want to make sure that you're pulling all the edges. Like if you squish it and munch it before you even get it open, you're going to miss out on all the fun of what it is. Okay, when you open it up, It is a, just kind of a, it looks like a little solid
Looks like a hairball.
hairball. Yep. So,
Ew.
so then you're gonna set it on your plate, aka your frisbee, and you're gonna take your 2 skewers that we've given you. One has a pokey end and one just has a flat end, and you're going to start pulling it apart. Nelson, you wanna pull it apart?
I've never pulled one apart before.
So the biggest thing is that it's kind of hard. So you're gonna have to kind of start just moving little pieces of it.
There's a bone right
And-
here on the outside.
Yeah, and pulling just little parts apart. I know, don't
Looks like it.
don't bust the bone. Ooh, it's like a big one, a bigger.
Oh, I just snapped it. Did you hear that? I snapped something. It's a job. It's a job.
It's a jawbone. Okay, that's way cool. Oh yeah.
Look how cool that is.
Okay, so as you pull it all apart, you're gonna pull it carefully.
I don't know how
apart.
close I have to get for you to see, but there's the tooth.
You can see it.
And then if you won't be able to see it, but you will be able to when you get home. And you get one of these. They've got little tiny teeth right there as well. Ugh.
Holy cow! Look
Oh,
at that.
We got a cool one.
What is that?
That's part of a skull, I bet.
Here, go coach.
Ooh, another jawbone.
Yeah,
Jaw.
that's cool.
Don't touch your face.
Okay, yeah, make sure you're not touching anything with your gloves after you've touched the owl pellet, so that we're not.
Somebody want to dig
contaminating.
this big bone out? The
Um,
big head?
That's awesome.
You have to kind of be patient. Again, they're kind of hard and they have to be pulled apart. And you
Look
don't
at-
want to ruin. If you've got a
Drake,
whole,
Go show the whole head that we
you-
just found.
if you've got a whole head in there like we just found.
Yeah, and then you can kind of use your skewer and kind of pick through it and see what you find.
So they can't digest the fur and they can't digest the bones.
No.
So that's what we're digging through. We're digging through the matted up fur of whatever they've eaten and feathers to find the bones. Oh, there's another.
Let's go back and see how far or how close I can get so that they can.
Ooh, this one has good bones
This one has
in.
way good bones. All right. So, am I in there?
Come closer, that way. Not so far. Come back. Pull it back just a little bit.
There.
Yeah.
See if you can see, we got a tooth right here that comes down. This is the back of the head. We have an eye socket right here and an eye socket right there. Look at
So
that.
cool.
Here's a jawbone right here.
Oh, look at this.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Look at this chunk of bones. That's awesome.
Let's wait. See, look at this.
We got a good one.
Yeah, we
Look
did.
at
There's
this.
lots of good
I don't
ones.
know if it's close enough, but then you can match it to this page
And find.
to see if you so that you can tell what you
I don't
found.
want to touch my hair. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so and then you can match up to what you found. If you look at the top, it says rodent, mole, shrew, or bird. So if you
know what we
start
found.
looking closely at those bones and those
A rodent.
those skulls and those bones, you can find out what kind of animal it is. And so then on the bottom of here, you're going to be writing what kind of animal you think that you've found inside this owl pellet. Okay?
I think we have found a rodent
Yeah.
because of the way the teeth are here. That's what I think. Or
Cool.
part of a
So
rodent. There could be other animals in here, but
Um,
that skull belongs to
we're
a
going to
rodent.
sit and pull the rest of this apart and see what kind of bones we find. But
That's a
you
cool one.
guys, if you guys want to build, so like typically what we have them do is we have them build skeleton on a piece of paper and glue it down, and then you can see the glued skeleton on the paper. If you want to do that, that's great. If not, you're totally
And
fine.
you'll have their supplies back, so you've got most
Yeah,
of you have what
you'll
glue
have
in your
glue.
bag.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
There are
So
jawbones
you can do
in
that
this
if you want. If you don't want, then we just want a picture of it so we can add it to
Yeah.
the video. So if you know, somebody can take an awesome picture of
You
you.
can send a video to me.
Yeah.
You can
Send
send
it
just
to
a
Mrs.
picture. Just share it with me.
Share it with her.
Don't try to send it to me. Put it in your drive and share it with me. That will be the best.
Because we're getting like a bazillion and a half emails a day, so they get lost.
So very easily. So, we hope you guys have an awesome weekend. We hope that we get to see you today. Today is the day that you're supposed to come pick up your stuff, and we have awesome stuff, including this, to give to you. So come and see us. We really miss you.
Yes.
And this hopefully isn't the last time that we get to see you this summer, but it'll be one of the last. So, anything else?
I don't think so.
Nope. We're good.
We love you all.